think we could start the services now.
Yes.
Oh, we thought we heard you leave.
Perish the thought, dear aunties. That was just Mortimer. And speaking of services, Aunt Martha, will you make us some coffee while we take Mr. Spenalzo down to the cellar?
Oh, no. No, Jonathan, you've got to take him with you.
There's a friend of Mortimer's downstairs waiting for him.
A friend of Mortimer's?
Take his feet, Doctor. Mr. Spenalzo and he will get along fine together. They're both dead.
Oh, he must mean Mr. Hoskins.
Mr. Hoskins?
You know about what's down there?
Of course we do. And he's no friend of Mortimer's. He's one of our gentlemen.
You're a gentleman?
Yes. And we won't have any strangers buried in our cellar.
But Mr. Hoskins...
Mr. Hoskins is no stranger.
Besides, there's no room for Mr. Spenalzo. The cellar's crowded already.
Crowded with what?
There are 12 graves down there now.
"12 graves.
That leaves very little room, and we're going to need it.
You mean that you and Aunt Martha have murdered
Murdered? Certainly not. It's one of our charities.
Why, what we've been doing is a mercy.
So you just take your Mr. Spenalzo out of here.
You've done all that right here in this house and buried them in the cellar.
That's wonderful, Johnny. We've been chased all over the world. They stay right here in Brooklyn, and they do just as good as you do.
What?
Yeah. You got 12, they got 12.
I've got 13.
No, Johnny, 12. Don't brag.
13. There's Mr. Spenalzo. And the first one in London.
Yeah.
2 in Johannesburg.
Yeah.
1 in Sydney. 1 in Melbourne. 2 in San Francisco. 1 in Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix?
The filling station.
Fillings? Oh, yes.
3 in Chicago and 1 in South Bend. That makes 13.
You cannot count the one in South Bend. He died of pneumonia.
He wouldn't have died of pneumonia if I hadn't shot him.
No, Johnny, you cannot count him. You got 12, they got 12. The old ladies is just as good as you are.
Oh, they are they? Well, that's easily taken care of. All I need is one more. That's all. Just one more. And I've a pretty good idea who it is.